Research Associate Dr. Tilak Bahadur Shrestha, sir. Welcome to the Gorkha Spirit.
Namaste, सबैलाई नमस्कार जजलप्पा सेवारो दासे तासे देलेक and all that. Namaste सबैलाई.
Some of our politicians desire to change the name of our country. What kind of motive have you seen in this issue?
In my opinion, it's very bad to begin with. It is basically attack against our identity, our culture, our dharma, and our Sanskrit and all the stuff. And so this is only a small part of the larger strategy. So that way they want to change our name, Nepal, they want to change the flag, they want to change our national animal cow and all the stuff. And in the same way, they are also saying the Hindu Rashtra, remove the Hindu Rashtra out, also remove the king out. And so it is a strategy of the number of parameters they are attacking us from different angles. And so it's also, this is not from the Nepalese people. These issues are not started by Nepalese people. Nepalese people simply wants to have democratic government and a better economic situation. That's all we want. But we are not trying to sell our identity and our culture and our values and our dharma. No. But from outsiders, it is coming and attacking us. And in that part, there are lots of foreign agents working in Nepal. I mean, these are basically corrupt politicians who buys these kinds of things being paid by others. I don't have a direct information, but I will imagine they are all paid agents which is working against our own mother nation, mother country, and our dharma. These people will sell our dharma and the nation per a few pennies. Thank you.
So what kind of people desired these issues?
These are basically not Nepalese people. These people are paid agents from foreign countries. So they want to destroy our ones. And there are two issues involved in that. One is to Christianize Nepal, to convert Nepalese people into Christianity. That's the number one. And number two, by dividing us by jati and all the dharmas and all that, by defining wrongly, and so that we start to fight among ourselves, and so that we become very weak, our nation become very, very weak, and then people from outside can rule us. So that's the long-term strategy of the Westerners in Nepal, not only Nepal, India also, so-called divide and rule. So let me repeat again, divide and rule. Thank you.
So still, most of the leaders talked about the constitution amendments. So do you think some conspiracy in this issue as well?
Oh, which one? We are talking about recent or before?
Recently
No,
as well.
No. Right now, earlier there was the Maoist president was there, and so what the Maoist is doing, the president has a so-called the magic number 32, and so he goes with the Deuba and become prime minister, and then he goes to Oli and then prime minister, then goes back to Deuba, prime minister, Oli, prime minister, right? So he got this magic number 32. And so other two said, wait a minute, it's getting too far. So let's get rid of Prachanda. That's why the Congress and MLA got together and got rid of the Prachanda. So that was the basic premise on which the Prachanda, all that is talking about the ones you are mentioning. So it has nothing to do with the ones. So now how are you going to remove the Prachanda out? So what's the excuse? And so we have to have some kind of amendment on the constitution. And to make a constitution, Congress and MLA must come together. And so these are all bogus stuff. Basically, they want to get rid of the Prachanda. And so you have to have some kind of excuse. And so they are talking about constitutional amendment as an excuse. If they really mean to say that, right? If they really mean to say that, you don't have to change the government. They could do that from the parliament directly. Or, so what have they done? They are now in the power how many months now? More than 9 months, right? About 10 months now. So exactly what constitutional amendment they're talking about? Have they talked about it outside, inside the parliament? What? They have not done anything, right? So their statement of so-called the constitutional amendment is simply to fool us and to fool person. That's about it. Thank you.
So why they talked about it?
Simply, as I said before, simply
To
to
just to make the public fool only?
yes, exactly, to fool the people. And so you have to have some kind of excuse, you know. And matter of fact, they could have as well as said, do you see out there? There are a couple of the dogs are running nude, you know, naked dogs are there. I mean, that could have been good enough excuse for them.
So there is no any chance to just amend the constitution.
Well, there is chance because two of them got say almost like a two-third majority, right? If they want to do, they can. If they want to do it. However, the question is exactly what amendments, right? What amendment? They have not spelled out yet, and so then what's the point about having constitutional amendment when they have absolutely no idea what amendment they have to do it, and they have not done anything. If they were so serious, they should be spelling out amendment number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each should be spelled out and debated publicly in the parliament. Have they done anything? Nothing, right?
So we just heard about they want to amend the just like federalism. Do you
Actually,
think they will just amend about the federalism?
actually, I have not heard about this, so I don't know if they are really meant to say that or not. But if I take a word for it,
It's very expensive for the nation. They talked about it.
no,
So
no, there are basically no wait a minute. Expense is one factor, yes, true. But the real reason behind the federalism so is it is designed to create Jatiya problem, to make Nepalese fight among different Jatis. So it's the most evil part of the Sangheta or the federalism is about how to divide Nepalese society by Jati and then make them fight. So that's the main thing. And so the excuse that it is too expensive, that's also a problem, no question about that, but that is secondary. And so you have to keep both in mind and get rid of it. Also, Sangheta doesn't have a mandate. Exactly when political parties did talk about Sangheta to the people and got a mandate, you have to explain to the people, this is why we want Sangheta. And the other will come, no, we cannot have Sangheta. So people have to have opportunity to look both sides and then decide. This has never been done. It's been implanted by the two people, which I have said before, Krishna Sitaula and what about the other guy? Subhas
Speaker.
Memwang. Yes, they wrote on the printed constitution. It's never been discussed. Now, let me pull out one more issue. When this constitution was in draft stage, in 2015 July, this was put in the public for the public opinion, like public opinion, and they collected the public opinion, but they never released it. They simply packed up and just kept it hidden, right? Now, in democracy, after collecting people's wish, what's called that, their mandate, and to hide it is a treason. Let me repeat again. To hide people's mandate is a treason. And all the people who are part of this, they are traitors. These are the traitors to Nepal. Third, it also means that this constitution is not valid because it is not ratified or in Nepal anumodhan by the people, right? So this constitution is not ratified, no anumodhan, so this is not a valid constitution. So if this constitution has been thrown out, it is not a matter of amendment. It is a matter of mandate from the people, ratification from the people. And unless you do that, this constitution is not valid, and then automatically the constitution written in 1947, Sartali Sal, will be the valid one. Thank you.
So our leaders, some of our leaders, you call puppet of the outsider. What, just like as a percentage, what kind of percentage like that leaders?
Let me put like this: they are not our leaders. I don't think Nepal like to be led by those kinds of people. So they are not leaders.
As a politician,
You can call them politician at best. Even then, even politician also means who think about different policies good for the nation, they are not doing that either, right? So I do not know exactly how many people, but to be very simple, in the Congress party, so how many people objected passing this kind of resolution or say MCC and all that? Very few people, right? They all got whipped. If you take MLA, same thing, right? Same thing in the Maoist party, same thing, right? So when they passed MCC, what happened? The Maoists and others were holding the parliament that they were blocking. So as soon as it came to vote, they quickly opened up, voted for it, and then again went back to one. You can see how, the bad these people are for the nation. These are basically traitors.
It means how much percentage, how many percentage?
I do not know exactly what percentage it might be, but
Most.
looks like most, also like this, people like this. Suppose I'm a member of Congress, and suppose I am for the good of nation, but because of the Congress leaders, if I'm forced to vote against the nation, then you cannot say that, I am against this, but I'm forced to vote for this. That is not a good excuse, and that means you are a traitor.
Thank you. Thanks, sir, for joining us.
Namaste. Thank you very much.